On this episode of Explorin Ashland, we're hitting full sends as we dive into the world of competitive stunt with the powerhouse athletes from Ashland University. Jarred here from Bill Harris Dealerships in Explorin Ashland, and we have a spectacular one for you this month. Kaylee and I spent the evening with Coach Denise Farnsworth and her incredible squad as they prepared for nationals. And what we saw was more than just talent. It was focus, grit, and a whole lot of heart. So buckle up, Ashland. This one goes airborne. Kaylee's got it from here. I'll catch you on the flip side.
3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 1. 3, 5, 7, 8, 1. Birds up. Good job. Thank you.
The opening was off timing and moving all around. They looked straight, like feet straight to the ground. They didn't hold. He came forward more behind it. He's very, very apparent.
What brought you to AU?
Yeah, so I actually came to AU and decided to come here because I met Denise. So I went on a tour, honestly the end of March, and I was so set on going to another school. But I was I'm not sure if I want to cheer in college or do anything else. So I came here, I met Denise, and seconds after leaving the conversation with her, I knew this was the place I had to be.
That's awesome.
So I found their stunt page. And so that's when I contacted Denise, and truly just coming to this place first, I just fell in love with the team, the atmosphere, everything about it.
That's awesome. So what inspired you to stick with cheerleading?
So I've always loved the team atmosphere, growing up in gymnastics, I always had that second family. And I think I just wanted that, going so far away from home. I wanted to have that second family, that home away from home.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hashtag.
Yeah. What inspired you to become a cheerleader?
Yeah, I love that question. So I actually grew up cheering. I started when I was 3. So it's honestly just been something I've loved to do my whole life, and kind of just the same way anybody does any of their hobbies. It's just another part of me, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely.
So within our program, we house cheer, dance, and stunt.
Okay.
And we have about 80 athletes total amongst all of those teams.
Wow.
So our sideline cheer program, they cheer for football games and then men's and women's basketball.
Okay.
And then we have a dance team that dances at a couple football games, and then they dance at all of the home basketball games. And then our stunt team, which you're seeing a little bit tonight, is a varsity team here on campus, and it's an NCAA sport. This is our 5th season, and when we first got stunt, it was not an NCAA sport at the time. So stunt as a whole had to go through a process with the NCAA to become an emerging status, to adopt it as a full sport.
This is actually going to be our 5th season, and I've been a part of 4 of them now. So stunt is a newer sport. It's recently an NCAA sport. It's a 4-quarter head-to-head game with basically all the cheer routines that you get are levels 1 through 8. You have a partner stunt section, which is typically what would be elite pyramids or just the small group pyramids. Then a tumbling section, where just is your jumps and tumbling and motions. And then you'll have your pyramids and tosses section, which is what says just pyramids and tosses. And then, so that's 1st quarter, 2nd, 3rd, and then 4th quarter, you'll combine all of them for each level. Nice. So, and you go head to head with the same team, same routine at the same time, and whoever performs it better gets the points. So it's super fun.
Yeah, that's awesome. Now that you've been in Ashland for a few years now, what's your favorite part about Ashland?
Well, first I love the community. It's just such a small little town, but so unique and just so homey. And also just the team and the friends I've made, definitely just something that I'll never be able to forget.
Yeah.
Definitely lifelong friends.
Yeah, absolutely.
The people. So our team is like super close knit and some of like the best people ever. I love them all. We have a list of core values that we all like live by. So it's super awesome. And then just the community here has been super exciting. We have a huge group of students who go to FCA and stuff, which is a really fun thing we do after campus. And even my classes, all my classes are like a smaller group as compared to other schools. So it's really just a small community where you're able to build deep connections with everyone you meet. So it's been really fun getting to know everybody.
That's awesome.
I feel like that truly, like, yes, we have a team and like, yes, like we do stunt, but it's more about like who you are. Like they're more developing like the person you are and not just the teammate you are.
Yeah.
Which I feel like that has been like a big thing coming here, and it's like trying to figure out who I am. And it's like these core values have like built us as individuals and us as like a program.
We recruit to what we call our core values, and our girls live by them, and we talk about them often at practice. And so when we're recruiting athletes, yeah, we're looking for skills, but we're looking for the kids who want to be great teammates, are passionate about the sport and about what they're doing. They're disciplined. They want to serve and lead, and those are our core values. And so I think that's a huge part of our success too, is, you know, finding the right athlete who wants to be a great teammate.
7, 8, 1, go! 5, 7, 8, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 8.
So I'm standing here with our head coach, Denise, and she is in charge of the Ashland University cheer, dance, and stunt team. Denise, hello.
Hi.
How are you?
So good. Thank you guys for
Good.
being here. This is so much fun.
Absolutely. So the girls have talked about your core values.
Yep.
Tell us about these core values.
So Brandy and I started this. So this is the end of our 8th season here. And after the 2nd season, we were just kind of soul searching for something that was going to unify this program as it kept growing and growing and growing. We started with 34 kids and now we're approaching 85 right now, hopefully maybe 90 by next year. And so we were looking for something that would just bring the whole thing together. And so we reached out to Sue Ramsey, former head basketball coach, national champion from here, and said, can you help us? And Sue was like, how quick can I get there? And she like came to our rescue and sat down with us. And, you know, we were spilling out all the ideas and all the things that we wanted for the program and all like where we'd been and what was in my heart. And she just started helping us write out these core values. And by the end of that 3 hours, we had a whole list of things that were really important to us and that we wanted to convey into the youth. And so that's kind of how it started. And now they all, I don't know if they told you, but they all know them.
Yeah.
We study them constantly, and they live their lives with these values.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's been fun.
Yeah. So how does the recruiting process go for you guys?
So when you think of cheer, dance, or stunt, there used to be like a lot of tryouts. And so we don't do any of that anymore. We simply were looking for a kid that fits those core values. So we'll have camps, clinics, we'll invite people in. You kind of saw there's someone here tonight from Columbus checking out how we do things, but we invite people in and we really look for kids that have the skill set that we want, but also the kids that match those core values. So we could have a single kid in maybe 5-6 times, making sure it's the right kid. So we want kids that want to stay here for 4 years, get an awesome education, be part of this program, and so we're really looking for that right fit.
Yeah, absolutely. So you have been around the Ashland community for many years. What made you want to stick around Ashland?
You know, it's a great place to have a family. You know now.
Yes.
You know, it's the perfect place to have a family. You feel safe. You're connected to the community. And I wanted to build something that the community could be proud of and that I'd be proud of. And here we are.
Absolutely. So how long have you been actually involved with cheerleading?
Well, coaching, this is the end of my 27th season.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's wild. I got a few more to go. But yeah, so this is the end of 27.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So for those of you who do not know, I have been a part of the Ashland community my whole life too. I went to Ashland High School and Denise was my head coach for all 4 years. that was my whole entire life. I breathe, eat, sleep, cheer, and truly, at the end of the day, I am the woman I am today because of Denise.
You're so sweet. You're gonna make me cry.
Don't cry. The discipline that Denise had instilled in all of us is just truly something that I stick to in life. And these girls behind you, they're so lucky to have you as their head coach.
Thank you.
We really appreciate you taking the time and spending the evening with
your
us.
years are some of my favorite too. Like, we actually pulled out some of your pictures from earlier, and we were trying to map out what years you were with me at the high school. And it just looking at those pictures takes me back to like a different time.
Yeah.
But a time that was so special and just such a fun core group of kids.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That was the highlight of high school. Cheer for me, Friday Night Lights.
Your mom.
Yes.
Your mom is the best cheer mom. I get it, Julie.
Yes, yes.
Nursing school is tough enough, and it's like having cheer and stunt on top, like it's a lot. But like Denise always, like, she was the one who believed in me when I didn't believe in myself, and like she was the one who pushed me when like I didn't think that I could do it anymore. And I feel like just like that perseverance, that's definitely something that has been like a really big part. And just the discipline with like, this is when I study, this is when I have cheer, and like I need to leave that studying at the door and I need to come in and do my job. Just the fact that like knowing my jobs and knowing my place where I'm at and truly like finding like who I am and like how I deal and cope with things that I need to.
One of the things that has made us so successful so fast is the support of the university. Like, they really support us and they are behind us 100% with stunt. I mean, giving us this brand new beautiful space, giving us opportunity to travel and play. Some teams who have had it longer than us, we've learned a lot as we've played these teams who are more successful and have had stunt for 15 years.
Wow.
So I think that that's probably one or two things that has made us so successful, and we're just all really bought into it. We love the sport. We are like so invested in learning about it and how to better ourselves.
And like now we have our own room. We have our own locker room. Like, we're respected on this campus, which has just been like crazy. Like, coming in, knowing that like we have like a couple teams in our conference, like we can win this, then the season's over. And it's like the next year, like we have like gotten so much better and like been able to like go to nationals, and like we've been given all these things, and it's like knowing where we came from, and like we came literally from the bottom, and it's just been like such a blessing and everything we've gotten.
You should feel very, very proud.
Yes.
Yeah.
So proud.
It's a labor of love for sure. And I think one of the things that makes me so proud is that this is a big, beautiful program right here in Ashland, my hometown. We're making these kids work hard, and we're making them disciplined, like you said, and they're thriving in their academics and they're thriving in their athletics. And it's a beautiful process to watch. The other thing I love is really proving people wrong with this, because you and I talked about this a little bit. You know, people say, oh, cheer's not a sport. Well, this isn't a sport. I'm like, well, come see it. And if you see this one, there's no way you can walk away from this and say that's not a sport, because it's so athletic. You know, we're providing these unique opportunities and another view for the community to see something different, something special.
One last question. What is your favorite thing about Ashland?
My favorite thing about Ashland? I like the small community. I love all of the different opportunities. I love the different things that are happening in town. I feel like it's just up and coming. There's new businesses coming, new restaurants, new things to do. I love how Ashland as a community has really embraced Ashland University, and our kids on our team make this feel like their home.
Yeah. That's awesome.
And that's a wrap on this episode of Explorin Ashland. Huge thanks to Coach Denise Farnsworth and the incredible AU stunt team for letting us tag along and witness the grit, the grind, and the greatness that goes into every performance. From the mat to nationals, this team is doing more than making moves. They are making history. Kaylee and I will be back soon with more stories from the people and places that make Ashland shine. Until next time, keep on exploring.